What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of the 161 Report podcast. And today we're doing something a little different. We're going to be drafting our personal all-time Yankee lineup. How you doing, Bobby?
Good. With no Yankee news. Carlos
Not much.
Rodon, we're waiting on him, hopefully, but there's nothing else to talk about. So why not do a draft, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Change it up a bit.
Oh yeah.
All right, so on this one, we don't know the exact order we're going to be drafting, so we're going to do a rock, paper, scissors to figure it out real quick,
Yeah,
and then
sure,
we'll
why
get
not?
into it. All right?
All right.
Yeah,
Are
let's
we,
do
do
it.
you say says rock, paper, scissors says shoot or rock, paper, scissors shoot?
I always just say shoot.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
All right, cool.
You ready?
Yep.
Rock,
Paper,
paper,
scissors.
scissors, shoot.
What you got there? Scissors?
Scissors.
Okay.
We both got scissors. Go again. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper, scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot. Damn it.
All
Kyle
right,
got paper,
cool.
I got rock. You're up first.
Okay, so I'm actually glad this happened because I feel like there's not too many players at this position to pick. So I'm going to start it off picking my closer,
Okay.
Mariano Rivera.
No explanation needed.
No, not really at all. I figured we'd just get right into the next pick. Not
Yeah,
really,
I mean,
you know.
greatest closer of all time, the only unanimous Hall of Famer. I'm not preaching to anyone, but everyone
Yeah.
knows Mariano Rivera. All right.
Yep.
I didn't really think about that with the lack of depth in certain positions.
There's two positions that I kind of like figured out a little bit. I figured the other one you can't like obviously it's one-sided, but you can't go wrong with the other pick. So I chose Mo on this one.
You know what? I'm just gonna go strictly because of who he is in history, Yankee history. Give me Babe Ruth. I don't think I could go wrong with that at all. So
No, not at all.
yeah,
All
as a
right.
outfielder, because I don't we didn't say it. We're gonna go
Yeah.
one player every position, catcher every player every position in the field, and then one DH and one
Hmm.
starting pitcher and one relief pitcher. Which obviously Mariano was your relief pitcher, but and then three outfielders too.
Yeah.
That's probably implied, but just making things clear for everyone out there. We didn't
Yeah.
we didn't make the rules clear to everyone.
Yeah, not too much there. We kind of really just got right into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So for this one, um, this might be just like personal kind of pick, but I'm going Mickey Mantle with one of my outfielders. Um, and like you just said with Babe Ruth, you can't go wrong. I feel like these are going to be a lot of these picks. Can't go wrong with anyone you pick. But for me, I'm going Mickey. Just makes a lot of sense for me.
Yeah. And we were saying before we started this, with this Yankee franchise, obviously no big deal. Like obviously the best franchise historically in baseball history.
If
Both
not
of our teams,
sports.
yeah, I wasn't gonna brag too much, but like both of these teams are gonna be stacked, and there's really no wrong picks. There shouldn't
No,
be any wrong picks.
no, I
So
I don't think so.
who knows? We might pull out some surprises at the end. But with my next pick, like, Gary Sanchez is gonna be my. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine that.
I'd get murdered. Um, I mean Mickey Mantle. I knew you were gonna go there.
Yeah.
Next pick, I'm gonna stick with the older guys. First base, give me Lou Gehrig.
Very good pick. Very,
Yeah,
very
of
good.
course.
Yeah.
Sync up Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, like the old days. Three, four
Oh yeah.
hitters, lock them up real quick.
I mean, arguably the best duo in Yankees history.
Or
I
baseball
mean,
history.
yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
baseball history.
yeah.
Um, yeah, great pick.
Thanks.
For me, I'm gonna go shortstop here, Derek Jeter. Not really. Yeah, again, there's no explanation needed. I'm going with Jeter here. Um, pairing him up with the guys who I already have. It reunites him with Mo and of course Mickey Mantle.
Okay.
Yeah,
And this draft is kind of tough though too because every position is so stacked with guys. Like it's hard to kind of prioritize what you have to pick first.
it is. I definitely know where you're coming from here. This is there's a few positions on here that probably should be taken before others just because of. I mean, I'm not saying that the second guy in line is, not bashing on him, but
Right.
it's there's a clear choice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Um, so we're only taking one starting pitcher, or should we take two?
we could open it up to two. I feel like that could
Is that
give.
okay?
I I feel like it just because of the fact of if you only have one.
We're
For
gonna
me, there's a
leave some
clear.
guys. Yeah.
You are so yeah. Let's go two starters.
All right.
I like that.
Quick rule change. Um, then I will take a starting pitcher. I said that because I didn't know who to pick, but I'm gonna go with Whitey Ford.
Clear choice in my opinion.
Yeah, the best pitcher in Yankees history. Um, there's, yeah, that's it. I don't know. Whitey Ford, give me it.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Um, for me, I am going to stick with my infield. I'm gonna
Okay.
go Alex Rodriguez.
Wow,
Yeah. I
that's
mean, for me,
bold. Because aren't you not a big? Are you not a big A-Rod guy or no?
I'm not a big A-Rod guy. I appreciate his time, what he did in pinstripes. That's why I'm picking him here strictly for his play on the field. I think he is the greatest third baseman in Yankees history. Um, That's why I went with him. But his off the field antics did not sit well with me, and that is why I'm not a big A-Rod guy. But like I said, I do appreciate what he brought to this team. Um, so for that reason, I'm taking A-Rod.
Yeah, that's fair. I like A-Rod. But I mean, you can't argue. Like you said, you can't argue what he did on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Really one of the best Yankees ever.
It's statistic. A lot of people don't want to admit that just because
Yeah.
of what A-Rod embodied and everything else. And I mean, I have a hard time admitting it too. But the fact stats are stats, and
Yeah.
what A-Rod did in a Yankee uniform is one of the best. So
Yeah.
you can't argue.
Exactly. All right. Man, this is so tough. You went with more of a, or you're going with more of a present day team so far.
Yeah, I mean, my oldest guy on this team is Mickey Mantle. That's kind
But
of
other
what
than
I'm
that, you
rolling
have
with.
A-Rod, you have the '09
I
guys.
got the '09 team. Yeah.
Oh
It's kind of
man.
now obviously as these picks go on, I have a few guys in mind who I will be taking who are a little bit different, but we'll see.
Okay. I'm gonna take another outfielder because I think do I go with that? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna follow you up
Hmm.
and you'll understand why I'm saying this. But for
Okay.
second base, I'm gonna go Robbie Cano. I'm gonna stick with your steroid trench.
Yeah. That was my first pick at second base.
Yeah.
But I have a guy in mind who I was expecting you to take Robinson Cano, to be honest with you, just because he was gonna fall later down on my list, so I expected you to take him first. So I have a pretty good backup plan in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You just had me thinking with the whole A-Rod thing. We're talking about 2009, but Cano, dude, his prime years, there's not many second basemen that are better than him in Yankees
No,
history.
there's not. There's
No,
really not.
no.
Yeah. So, okay. Boy. Um,
Oh my God.
I'm I'm gonna take my next outfielder,
Okay.
and I'm
I
going
mean,
Joe D.
yeah, that's what I was gonna go with, but then
Yeah.
I figured
That's
you
who
got
I
more present.
that's who I thought you were just gonna pick.
Yeah,
Just literally a second ago, and I'm extremely glad you didn't. Just because, pairing Mickey and DiMaggio in that outfield.
it's not bad.
No, not at all, right? So
All
yeah,
right.
DiMaggio.
I don't know how this guy hasn't gotten picked yet, and I feel stupid for not picking him last round. Do you know where I'm going with this?
I have a feeling. Go ahead.
Give me Yogi Berra behind the plate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
Very
was
good pick.
that's ridiculous. But again, there are other very good options back there. But
That's why I didn't take Yogi
yeah,
right
no,
right
it's
now.
fair. That's fair. But Yogi is just incredible.
I mean, he's the guy, right?
Yeah,
There's not much to explain with Yogi Berra here. I he's the clear cut greatest catcher in Yankees history. Um, the reason why I haven't taken Yogi yet, as we explained, I feel like there's at least three very good picks next. So
yeah.
that's yeah. All right. I'm gonna take my first starter.
Okay,
I feel like I there's only one way I could go with this. I'm taking Ron Guidry.
fair. It's fair.
um, yeah, I just for me he's obviously Whitey Ford number one, but Ron Guidry's up there. I feel like he's the second option in my
Yeah.
opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ron Guidry.
Okay. Ah, man. Now do I go? I kind of go want to go with another outfielder, but after Ruth Mantle and DiMaggio, I feel like it goes down a tier in
It
terms of Yankee
does,
history. But no,
but it
I'm not
doesn't.
saying
Yeah, it
not
doesn't.
crazy.
It's not taking away
Yeah,
anything from these guys who will be picked.
yeah.
But I do understand
I
completely
mean,
what
it's
you're saying.
Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle. There's only so many guys in that tier.
Yeah,
I want to take another outfielder, but do I? I'm torn between honestly like four.
I agree because
Really?
I have me personally. I have one outfield position left, and I have a guy in mind. Have a feeling you're going to take him, but I have.
I don't know who to go with, man. I'm torn. Okay, you know what? I have more than one outfield pick, and I'm gonna go a little bold here. Again, I don't know if
Okay.
this is bold.
Yeah.
Give me Bernie.
Ah, damn it. That was my pick. That's
Okay.
who I was going to take.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool.
So yeah,
Well, sorry, I
we
mean, but
yeah, no, you're good. It's I mean, I have some backup options here, but
yeah.
great pick. I mean, I think there should have been a fifth core four member there
So
for a
stupid.
long time. Should have been Bernie. Bernie does not get the recognition he deserves. Just do us all a favor, go to Baseball Reference and look up Bernie Williams and his time in pinstripes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And look at
he's up there.
among all of Yankee all-time leaders, he's like top seven or top five in basically every offensive category.
Yeah,
It makes no sense. But
he was yeah he was overshadowed by the core four.
mhm.
I
Just because he
mean,
wasn't there in '09, basically.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but as we're talking about the core four here, this gives me a good transition here.
There you
I need a
go.
second starter, right?
Yep.
Andy Pettit. Give me Andy Pettit.
That was gonna be my second starter.
I mean, for me, I had Whitey, Ron, and Pettit on my list
Me too.
for the first three
Yeah.
guys that I wanted. And I feel like you can't have enough pitching. That's how it
No,
is. I mean,
not at
your
all.
lineup can be as stacked as it is, but you need pitching. So for me, Andy was the clear cut next choice. Just give me Pettit.
Mhm. There you go. Okay. Man. Now I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm gonna go with my last outfielder, maybe?
Hmm.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna take my
Okay.
third baseman, Greg Nettles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you picked A-Rod already. You already
Yeah.
picked your second or your third baseman.
Hmm.
So there was only one other option, Greg Nettles. I wish I could have really watched him. Obviously, we were not
Yeah.
alive to appreciate his defense, but
Hmm.
yeah, everything that we've heard and seen, the stories,
Yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
for yeah, 100%. And this was one of the positions that I was talking about where I feel like there was two favorites But there was one clear cut. And for me, third base was just too like underperformed, I guess you can say. There's not too many third basemen in Yankee history who could make this list. So for me, it was A-Rod and Nettles, and yeah, I felt like A-Rod was the clear choice.
Yeah, I agree.
So okay, but I mean, obviously Nettles, you can't go wrong with that at all. So okay here. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bold here. I'm gonna take my DH.
Okay. Okay, that's
So
fair.
yeah. Um,
Now, where you're gonna go with it is the question.
there's a few guys that I have in mind. One of these guys I feel like could be the favorite for this position, but he could also be used in the outfield. I'm going Hideki Matsui. I feel like he embodies the whole DH role.
Mm,
I mean, just that '09 World Series. I mean, come on. Some of the best memories of my life. Hideki Matsui, World
I
Series
miss him.
MVP.
I
I do
miss
too.
him, man.
He,
He was
he brought
awesome.
he brought and he was so cool. Like it's so cool under pressure. He did his thing. You can't ask much more out of a
No.
DH. So I'm going Matsui here.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna go with another outfielder.
Hmm.
My last outfielder. I really think that there's four
Hmm.
potential ones left. I don't know if you have four on your list, four more on your list. I would say
Hmm.
three, but I think you have a fourth. There's
Hmm.
three, but yeah. Torn. I'm torn between these three.
There's a guy I have in mind who I wanted to just take there at my last pick, but I felt like I don't know. I felt like I needed that DH out of the way, and I really hope you're not going to take him.
I might. I don't know, but I'm gonna
I've
go in. Sucks. In terms of what he meant to the Yankees,
mhm.
give me Paul O'Neill.
Ooh, that was not my pick, and that is an extremely underrated pick.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. I'm
yeah.
actually kind of upset at myself that I didn't think of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Paul O'Neill.
I mean, there were a couple different options I could have went with that. I'm sure I know who you're talking about,
Wow.
but I think him in the like winning World Series with the Yankees,
Yeah.
being a fan favorite, um, yeah, give me Paul O'Neill.
Jeez, man. I'm really kicking myself here. I can't believe Paul O'Neill. Wow. Okay. That's not where I thought you were gonna go. But props because
Thanks.
that was a great pick.
Yeah,
Seriously.
there might be two other ones that arguably could be better, and I wouldn't argue against it,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna go with Paul O'Neill.
No, I mean, adding to these teams, you need that chemistry, you need that clubhouse,
Yeah.
and Paul O'Neill brought the fire, man.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, great pick.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, who I was talking about before you blew my mind there for a second, I'm gonna take my last outfielder. I'm gonna go Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's who I had in mind. That's who actually I thought you were gonna pick there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. I was debating him, and and looking back, I should have picked him as my DH if that was legal, and then I could have had Paul O'Neill as my outfielder. But you know what? It's fine. Reggie obviously is a legend in Yankees history.
Yeah, Mr. October, right? Hey, I got October and November here.
Yeah, you got that's funny. I'll just I already picked my outfielders. So did you. I'll
Hmm.
save those. I'm just gonna get my shortstop out of the way. Give me Phil Rizzuto.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly where I was gonna go if you took Jeter. Great
Yeah,
pick.
I'm just saving him because we you already
Hmm.
picked that position. I was saving him. I didn't need to pick him, but
No, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Obviously we have three more picks here left on the board. I need a catcher, first baseman, and a second baseman. You already
Yeah.
picked those. That's why they are my last
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I'm just gonna go in order. Second base here. I'm going Joe Morgan. I'm sorry, Joe Gordon.
I was gonna
My
say.
bad. Joe Gordon. Joe Morgan didn't play for us.
Oh
Joe Gordon, I'm going with. Severely underrated. You don't hear much of him.
no,
But his stats, man. I mean, he was I think he was kind of overshadowed a little bit. Um, but I mean, when you think of Yankee legends, Joe Gordon isn't the first one that comes to mind.
no.
Um, but for me, it was him and Robbie. Um, so can't go wrong with either. I'm going Joe Gordon.
And I mean, for second base, I didn't have him. I had Tony Lazzari.
See, I didn't have him. I had Robinson Cano, Joe Gordon, and I had Willie Randolph.
Oh, Willie Randolph would have been good too. Forgot
Yeah.
about him. Yeah, but okay, I like that. That's bold.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just go. Who else do I have? Relief pitcher.
hmm
I didn't pick that yet. Couple ways I could go. You already picked Mariano, so obviously that can't. No one lives up to his standards. Give me
hmm
Goose Gossage.
Very good pick.
Can't go wrong
You
with
still
that.
can't. That's the moral of this whole draft is you can't go wrong with any of these
Yeah,
picks you're making.
exactly.
It's it's a fun one
Yeah, I
because
have two more. Do you have
yes,
how many do you have?
I have two more that I need to pick.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. So okay, catcher is the one I'm going to be taking next. You obviously took Yogi. Um,
Who are
but
you
for
going?
me, I'm feeling really torn because there is one guy that I want to take.
Is it a personal thing?
Kind of,
Yeah.
yes. But I'm not going to go
Jose
that route.
Trevino?
Yeah,
Kyle
maybe
Ignacio, okay.
maybe in a little bit, but not right now. My catcher for this team is going to be Thurman Munson. Um, Another one I had in mind, Elston Howard. I
Yeah.
was I was truly going between them two. I'm taking Munson. He means just everything that happened with that whole story. I mean, he's one of the greatest Yankees of all time. He was the heart and soul of that team. So for me, I'm going Munson, but I was truly torn there between him and Elston Howard.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Dickey too, Jorge. There were
Exact,
so
and
many Yankee catchers.
those are the guys on my list. I had Yogi, Elston, Thurman, Bill Dickey, and Jorge Posada. Those were the guys I had on my list. Absolutely stacked. Can't go wrong with any of them.
No.
But for me, Munson's my guy.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna save my pitcher for last because I still have to decide about that. DH, I could kind of have an easier choice here. Now, can I want to see if this is legal.
hmm
You can say no. I won't be upset because I have a backup.
Okay.
Can Dave Winfield be a DH?
He was on my list as a DH, so I think that's a great pick.
Okay,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it
put
should, I
him.
think it's legal.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put him as a DH, even though he's obviously great in the outfield too.
hmm
But you could only have three
That stature.
outfielders.
That stature just embodies everything it means to be a DH. My lord.
Maybe my manager, who we will draft, might
Oh, I
take.
forgot about them.
Yeah, me too. I just thought about it now. Might take Babe Ruth out of the lineup for being eating too much, maybe eating too many hot dogs on the field. Put Babe Ruth out there, or put
Yeah.
Babe Ruth on the bench. Dave Winfield out in the outfield. But I'm gonna take Dave Winfield for my team. Position pending, but right now he's the DH.
Yeah. Very good. I like that. Yep. All right. So for me, I got one pick left. That's first base. Is there any question? Give me Donnie baseball.
Yeah,
That's after you took Lou. I mean, Mattingly was obviously clear cut second choice. Um, so yeah, Mattingly, welcome to the team.
yeah. You didn't have to pick him because there was no other option.
Exactly.
You
That's
could
why
have
he's my
left.
last pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a Hall of Famer this year, but hopefully in the future.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. But still, shout out Donnie Baseball. I wish he
Yes.
could have been the bench coach for the Yankees.
I know. And now he's on the Blue Jays. I don't like that.
No,
That's
that sucks.
doesn't sit well with me.
No. Okay. Starting pitcher here.
Okay. Ooh, I'm actually very excited to see where you go with this.
Yeah, because I don't really know where I'm going with this. So, see, like, part of me wants to pick someone that I'm more familiar with. Like, I was looking at Yankee stats and stuff when I was making the list of starting pitchers, and I didn't realize I'm not picking. I didn't realize how high CC was in terms of like Yankee. He has the fourth most strikeouts in Yankees history, which I
He
kind of
was
forgot
on,
about.
yeah, yeah, he was on my list. I feel like if this was extended to three starters,
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe.
he could be on one of ours.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, but yeah, I totally see where you're coming
But
from there.
I don't.
This is why I picked my starters so high, just
I was
because after,
if you
yeah,
can pick Pettit there, I was gonna pick Pettit. That's
after Pettit,
that's why I
yeah,
was pissed.
after Pettit, it kind of like drops off a little bit. And how you were talking about the outfielders, like you have the three main guys, and then not discrediting anybody below them, but it is a drop off.
I guess give me Lefty Gomez.
Okay,
I'm not thrilled with it, but
okay.
I'll take him. Will Garrett Cole be on the list at some point? Maybe.
I was actually kind of. I'm not gonna put that out there. I wasn't thinking of him.
No. Will he be there after the Yankees contract? Maybe. Maybe
I
if
don't
we
know,
do this
man.
draft again in 8 years,
He
is
could
it
be
a possibility? I don't see why not. But
if
Clemens could have been possibly up there. He was the longevity wasn't there.
yeah.
But
For me, um, as we were just talking, we're talking about guys like Pettit made my list.
yeah,
He didn't pitch not too long ago. CC just retired a little bit ago. You were just talking about him. There's not, I mean, Garrett Cole, he is the caliber of pitcher who could make this list.
yeah.
It's just,
You know
will
who
he?
else would have been good? Damn. Mike Messina.
Yeah, yeah,
I appreciated him.
yeah. Mike Mussina is a good pick too.
I'm just going off Lefty Gomez because of what I've heard and read about him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we didn't watch him pitch, but
Yeah.
Messina was great because I loved watching him pitch. But I'll stick with
Yeah.
Lefty Gomez, I guess. But I'm not thrilled about that pick, but it's whatever. And then managers, pick your manager.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, okay. Is it only fair since I picked first that you get to pick the manager first?
I mean, you know who I'm gonna pick first, I'm sure.
Well, you know who I was gonna pick. I feel like
It's
there's a
probably
clear
the same
cut.
pick. Yeah,
It
but
most likely is.
you have to go with Mr. Joe Torre.
You have to. You have no
Yeah,
other choice, right?
yeah. So
Okay.
if I get the first pick of the manager, I'm scooping up Joe Torre
Yeah,
immediately.
I would have as well. But you know what? I'm
I
feeling a little
appreciate it.
nice. Yeah, I'm feeling a little nice today, and I got the first pick
I appreciate
with the draft, so I'll give you Joe Torre. That's okay.
it. Thanks.
All right.
Then who's
So,
yours?
wow. Okay, manager. All right, Aaron Boone. Well, I'm kidding. We're gonna go with Joe McCarthy.
Okay. Yeah, he was
Billy
pretty good.
Martin. Yeah, Billy Martin was on my list. Casey Stengel as well. But I feel like just the resume of Joe McCarthy kind of doesn't really compare to much other than Joe Torre.
No. How many
Um,
World Series? 7?
yeah, around there.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I think I was going back and forth between him and Casey Stengel the most. But I'm gonna go McCarthy here. I feel like that's a can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with any of them.
You can.
But yeah, I guess that wraps it up. Let
Yeah.
us know who has the best team. If we missed anyone, because I'm sure we left off a bunch of guys that
Oh
probably
yeah.
deserved or that could be an argument to be on one of these teams. But let us know who has the best team. I can't wait to see them in front of us.
Yeah.
The
I
teams in
know.
front. to see if who has a better team.
Hmm.
Seems like you had more modern guys. I
I
had
did.
more
Yeah.
guys from past Yankees history. But yeah, let us know who has the best team, whose team you like better, who got snubbed.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the Yankee legends who got snubbed. There are just so many in Yankees history.
Yeah. It's yeah. Definitely. Do we want to go over our teams quick? Quick
Yeah,
little
yeah.
rundown?
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Do you want to go first or you want me to take
you'll
the
go.
honors?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Catcher, Yogi Berra. First base, Lou Gehrig. Second base, Robinson Cano. Shortstop, Phil Rizzuto. Third base, Greg Nettles. In the outfield, I have Babe Ruth, Paul O'Neill, and Bernie Williams. DH, I have Dave Winfield. Shortstop, Whitey Ford, and lefty Gomez. And relief pitcher slash closer, Goose Gossage.
Wow. Reading that off. Really,
Yeah, that's pretty
geez,
good.
man. Talked about stacked. Wow. Okay. So, all right, my turn here. Um, Behind the dish, we got Thurman Munson. At first base, we got Don Mattingly. Second base, Joe Gordon, not Joe Morgan. Third base, Alex Rodriguez. Shortstop, Derek Jeter. My outfielders, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, Reggie Jackson. My two starters, Ron Guidry and Andy Pettit. My relief pitcher slash closer, Mariano Rivera, and my DH, Hideki Matsui, managed by Joe McCarthy.
Those starting pitchers. I'm
Yeah.
upset. No, I love them.
Yeah, I
It's a
had to
great
go
team.
after him.
Great teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know who wins in a 7 game series out of
Oh
these
boy.
teams.
Jeez.
I mean, we
Yeah,
could have we could
sweet.
have picked more relief pitchers, more pitchers, but whatever. You know what?
Mhm.
I guess that's it.
That is it.
Eh, yeah, yeah. Like I said, let us know who has the best team. I
Yeah.
really don't know.
I don't know either. I can't even pick one at the moment. I think we're gonna have to just sit down and after we make the graphic and everything and see how they're stacking up next to each other, then
Exactly how
maybe
they
we can
look.
make a yeah. But right now, dude, just with all this star power on both of our teams, I just
Yeah,
there's no way to pick one. But
no.
yeah, hopefully next time we're on here, we're talking about maybe Carlos Rodon to the Yankees, getting some starting pitching help. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
I hope
I
so,
hope it
man.
happens soon too, because I'm tired of waiting.
I Yeah, me too. After Judge signed, it's kind of like, okay, now
Let's
what's
do something
next?
else. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
All right, man. We'll
All right. Sounds
see
good.
you.
See
Yep.
ya.